Hey guys, Tyler here from GarageWarrior.com, and I had a great question I wanted to address today. What is the best bodyweight exercise for giving you 3D abs? So this particular person is looking for those abs that pop out, okay? Now if you want to build those 3D rectus abdominis muscles, there is one thing that you have to try, and that is going into extension and flexion for the exercise. Now I'm going to get a lot of flack for this because there's a lot of people in the strength and conditioning community that believe you should never do extension and flexion repetitively because it'll wear down your disc and eventually injure your back. Now I do agree with that, especially when we talk about putting people under load, so heavy things like deadlifts, things like that, but if you slowly ease into it, things like bridging, things like this type of sit-up that I'm going to show you can actually be a way to strengthen your body through a full range of motion because tissue adapts to whatever stimulus we give it. So I urge you guys, if doing this exercise, to start very, very slowly and ease up to the point I'm going to show you over the course of several months, if not several years. So don't jump into this and start cranking away because you're going to have abs that are so sore it's ridiculous, and you could potentially injure yourself. So work slow, let your body adapt. That's my caveat. Now here is your exercise on how to get 3D abs. Now this is usually called a glute ham developer sit-up or an extended sit-up. Sometimes bodybuilders in the past would call it a Roman chair sit-up. So what you're going to need is something to anchor your toes, right? So I'm using a pair of kettlebells right here, and then I'm using a step right here just to put my butt on. And what it looks like is this, coming back, and I like to start out with the alternating version where you tap one hand behind you, tap the other hand behind you. So it looks like this. You're going to come back, tap your hand, come back up. Back, tap your hand, come back up. And you're going to want to work on the point where you can get, say, maybe 10 or 20 reps for 3 sets with just a small box, like a 4-inch or a 6-inch box, before ever moving on. Take your time. It can take you a month or two, okay? How do you progress with this exercise? You progress by lifting the height of the box. Okay, so you might start back over at 10 reps or 5 reps, and then you get back up on your, anchor your feet, come back, tap the hand, come back up. Come back, tap the hand, come back up. And then where you eventually go, you work your way up to the point where you can have 2 feet of a box, or you can use one of those hyper extension machines at the gym. Anchor your toes down, get nice and tall, come back, tap your hand, come back up. Come back, tap your hand, come back up. You want to make sure in that extended position, you lock the glutes down, squeeze them tight, and you keep everything rigid right here. You're trying to pull yourself up by maintaining core structure, but using your hip flexors and using your glutes for stability at the same time. So that, my friend, the glute ham sit-up, the extended sit-up, the Roman chair sit-up, is one of my favorite ways to get 3D abs using just your body weight. If you guys like this video, click the like button right there. Help me spread the warrior message. Otherwise, go to GarageWarrior.com for some more awesome workout tips, free home workouts, and tips on how to live the warrior lifestyle. Thanks so much for watching.